Walt Disney Company was already reeling with Snow White and the Seven Dirty Hippies starring Rachel Zegler. Nobody seems to be too excited about that. The young starlet is cratering her career, and Disney is on the ropes yet again with another movie that may be a financial disaster. However, now, the Daily Wire, the conservative outlet, is hopping into the kids' entertainment sphere with their bentkey offerings. And one such offering features a very prominent YouTuber, a celebrity, if you will, within the conservative circles, who will be playing Snow White in Snow White and the Evil Queen. Hello, folks. Welcome to the WDW Pro channel, where we endeavor to have meaningful conversations. And one such meaningful conversation we hope is about to manifest right now, as we have brought in Miss Kara Lynn to talk to us about Snow White and the Evil Queen, the new Daily Wire movie that's coming out with Brett Cooper as the leading role. Kara, welcome back.
Hello. Always great to be here. Thanks for bringing me in for this.
Well, love having you on, and let's keep at it. Here we go with the Daily Wire. We'll read the press release we've got here. This by the Daily Wire itself. The Daily Wire releases new kids app bentkey with full slate and surprise drop. On the 100th anniversary of the day Walt Disney founded his company, I'm proud to announce the launch of Ours. That, I believe, a quote from Jeremy, who owns the Daily Wire. It's either him or Ben Shapiro, I'm not sure, on who made the quote. This out of Nashville, Tennessee, just over a year after the Daily Wire announced its commitment to invest $100 million into kids' entertainment. And on the 100th anniversary of Disney's founding, seen a pattern there, Daily Wire co-founder Jeremy Boring revealed in a Monday address the launch of bentkey, a new kids' entertainment company from the Daily Wire. The brand new bentkey app is available now with over 150 episodes of 18 shows, including 4 bentkey originals. New episodes will arrive every Saturday morning. A new series will be added to the platform on an ongoing basis. Let's see. Here's another quote that I think is worth diving into. While Disney still uses Walt's name, they've all but abandoned his legacy, said Boring in a pre-recorded address from Lake Bled in Slovenia. Boring is on a leave of absence from his role as co-CEO at the Daily Wire, not the Walt Disney Company, the Daily Wire, while he is directing Daily Wire's Pendragon series in Hungary and Italy. Walt Disney loved America. The company he founded seems to think America is systemically racist, and beyond just their content, Disney as a corporation pushes all the worst excesses of the woke left. It would be impossible to overstate just how big a loss this is for Americans who believe in basic reality. Disney controls the greatest content library ever created. Now, Carol, one of the properties that was put forth was a first trailer, a teaser trailer for Snow White and the Evil Queen, not the Seven Dirty Hippies. And this is the Daily Wire's answer, I suppose, to Snow White that Disney is preparing for us, which, according to everything we've read, features an independent socialist woman leading a revolt against a German evil queen. The Daily Wire is going to take the more traditional route, I suppose, but there has been some degree of pushback, and some pushback even within conservative circles, where people may not have thought that the trailer was up to the quality they hoped for. I wanted to bring you on because in the past, when you were taking fire from some of these crazies on the extreme, and you were in the news for having been treated very poorly by a gaming company, it's my understanding that Brett Cooper, who plays Snow White in this upcoming film, reached out to you. So could you share with us your thoughts on Brett Cooper as Snow White? And maybe some of the folks out there are getting this a little bit wrong, in your opinion. What do you think we should be focusing on with this?
I think the fact that Daily Wire is wanting to put out kids' entertainment and it not even technically be under like Daily Wire. It can be its own separate entity. I think that is something that we're kind of needing right now, especially if it's not going to be like pushing towards like a particular agenda. So having them step in with the Snow White and the Evil Queen, I think is a great way to kind of get people's eyes on it. And especially for us to kind of compare and contrast how it's going to hold up against something like Hollywood's Snow White that they're putting out with Zegler and Godot. And I personally think Brett will, she's a talented girl. She's a very talented woman. I think that she has the potential to bring her own kind of talent to it, and it not be so I don't think we're going to have to worry about her talking about feminism throughout the promo for it, which will be very nice. It'll be a nice refreshing uh oh gosh, what's the word I'm trying to it'll be nice and refreshing to not hear how every woman out here nowadays doesn't need a man, and it's okay to fight all the battles yourself, and which that's not a bad
By the way,
way
Kara,
to go.
based on biology itself, and far beyond that, I'm here to tell folks: men need women, and women need men. We all need each other.
No
So,
way.
yeah, throw away whatever this modern diatribe is. It's garbage, folks. It's garbage. It belongs on the playground with the 5-year-olds arguing. Boys are better than girls. Girls are better than boys. That's where it belongs. And in the past, that's where we left it because we all matured at some point. The young starlets of
Mhm.
today do not. Kara, back when you were facing some of these, headwinds coming from those on the very far tinges of the ideological spectrum, Brett Cooper reached out to you. Can you
She
talk a little
did.
bit about that?
So Brett actually DM'd me when everything was going on, which Brett was, I think, one of the only people that like whose names I had recognized whenever all of that was going on, because her YouTube shorts would always show up in my feed. So whenever she reached out to me, I was like, oh my gosh, like I actually know who this person is. This is awesome. And she was nothing but like just kind. Like she wasn't trying to like get anything out of me. It was strictly her just saying, hey, I see what's going on with you. I hope you're doing okay. Like she never tried to like be like, oh hey, you should come on this show, or you should do this, or you should do that. She never tried to basically make content out of it, which
Mm,
I feel was
it's very
very
rare.
genuine. Yes, it was very genuine. And like obviously I had seen that she had like done a video, but or she had I think she had done a video. I know she had mentioned me in one. Um but it was more of like kind of just a back and forth that we had for we talked for a little, like on and off for a little bit. And obviously she's very busy, and it was during the Hogwarts Legacy stuff, so she's like, oh, I kind of want to play, like I need to try it. And it was just kind of a very genuine back and forth with her, that obviously like we're both busy people. um but it's been really cool to kind of see her going off and pursuing more of like the kids content, or at least um offering her talents to the kids content, which I think is going to be awesome. Especially she's a young woman, um and she just seems like a genuine person. And she had actually set me up with a couple of different people. She's like, hey, if you don't find anything like for work, let me know, like, and we can try to get you in on the Daily Wire. And I wasn't a good I am trying to stay out of more of like the political like workspace.
Sure.
So, and I was very honest with him about that. So I didn't feel like it would be a good fit for me. Um, but the fact that she even went out of her way to try and find, like, she sent me, like, I had like 3 different calls with people at the Daily Wire. Like, she went out of her way to set these up just to even just provide an option for me, which she didn't have to do. So having that, I think, was it just it gave me a lot of respect for her, and I want to see her succeed, and I want to see this movie do well, because I know she's I think she's going to be in Pendragon as well. So, which is that other one that Jeremy Boring is, I think they said that he was directing. So
Sure.
I want to see her succeed, and I'm looking forward to see what the outcome is. And I know that they have the talent at Daily Wire and at bentkey just to be able to pull something comparable to Hollywood off.
Well, I'll say, to be totally honest, and I always believe in honesty and telling the truth. I also believe in being as kind as you possibly can be. In fact, those are two of the foundations that I try to build my life upon is loving the truth and being as kind as one can be. So in service of both of those, I have to say that I think the first trailer was not as good as it could have been. And so I'm hoping that the second trailer will be better because,
Mhm.
like you, I'm hoping for success here because there is no counterbalance to Disney. So even if you're not a person who's of a conservative viewpoint, and we don't take a political side here on the channel, even if you're not someone on the conservative side, I think it's important to recognize that you need a successful conservative entertainment company to balance out the entertainment companies that are on the other side. And then by those things existing, it should bring us into a better spectrum where both sides are competing one with the other and forcing both sides to be better than what they were. So
Mhm.
I'm very much on board, not only because Brett Cooper seems to be just a wonderful person, but also because we need this as a society. Kara, I want to come back to your career, if we may, because rather than the Daily Wire, you went over to Ripaverse with Eric July. And so
Which is I didn't
to
even
wrap this
plan
up,
that.
well, this is but it's a happy ending, and so
It
I
is.
don't know that it's an ending. How's that? It is a happy next chapter. So
Exactly.
based on the goodness and the kindness of those who looked at your plight, such as Brett Cooper, but also people like Eric July, tell us where you ended up landing and how that's going.
So right now I am the customer relations manager at Riververse Publishing. We have like my first campaign that I worked on was ISOM 2. Currently we have Alpha Core coming up soon. And obviously we have our next book after that, Yaira, which is coming out. And then we have Goodieing as well, which are all already announced that are going to be coming up in the future. So being able to work in like is such a it's an breath of fresh air to be able to work in a entertainment industry, but be able to have more of like a, I wouldn't say face to face rapport with the customers, but I'm still interacting with them and still learning about them and seeing their excitement firsthand is just really, really it keeps the burnout at bay. I think is probably the best way for me to explain it. I absolutely love the people I work with. I'm very, very fortunate to be on the team that I am. Um, it's seriously like I know I've said this before on other shows, but it is pure sibling mentality in the best way possible with all of us the Rippaverse, and it's just one of those like I can't say it enough how grateful I am to be working for Eric July for one, and then also being able to work alongside and with all of these awesome people that he's brought on to this team, and then also helping um, push out these comics that is going to be very accommodating for kids, adults, and everything between. So I'm I can't say it enough. I'm very grateful. I'm
Well,
excited to see where we go next.
we're grateful that this chapter is so good for you. We're exceedingly pleased that you continue to work on beautiful things, and we hope that all the people in your orbit will continue to do wonderful things and go on to succeed. We wish the Daily Wire success here. We wish Brett Cooper success. We're also not ignorant of the fact that lots of people came away from that trailer saying it could be better. We definitely think it could be. But just like with Disney, and this may surprise folks, we hope Disney succeeds. We just day after day after day come on this channel and say, "Hey, Disney, you're on the wrong path. This doesn't lead to success. This is anti-success." And so we'll
Mhm.
continue to do that as long as Disney is doing things that make them not successful. When they get onto the path of producing content that brightens the lives of families worldwide again, then we'll applaud them. And that will be a positive for the world. We need them to get back to that. And we're hoping that the Daily Wire will fill that void. We're not political here. We're not ideological here. But we do believe that both sides need to be well represented in entertainment so that the entire world can flourish as both sides compete one with another for the merits of what they produce. So, all positives there. And Kara, I'm so pleased that you've landed so well on your feet. So happy for all the folks over at the Rippaverse growing and growing and growing. Kara, beyond the Ripperverse, where can we find you on this great, big, beautiful web as you continue to produce even more content?
You can find me on YouTube at Kara Creates. It is right here. I've been doing a lot of gaming streams lately, and you can find me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it nowadays. It's both under the same username as well, Kara Creates.
Fantastic. And Brett Cooper, if you are ever watching this video, that private act of kindness you gave to Kara, now out for the world to see, we are all rooting for you. We hope this goes well for you because you did such a kind thing for someone at a point where they were in need of it. So, folks, this is your opportunity. Think of moments such as that. It doesn't have to be with people who are all over the headlines. It can be with a small child or a family member who just needs a pick-me-up or an encouragement. Drop that to them. You never know just what that might do. Create a butterfly effect of kindness around the world. It's a wonderful thing. Folks, if you like content like this, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, and when you click it, you stick it to the algorithms. It's the notification bell. Drop a comment down below and let us know what you think about Snow White and the Evil Queen, Brett Cooper, and everything that they're doing to take on Disney. And folks, don't forget too, we've got another situation where someone is being ostracized, canceled, etc. This time it's Tara Strong with the Fairly Odd Parents fame. Not that show, it's a different show that's canceling her, and we will cover it. It's coming up in the next days. All right, folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having.
This is Wilton the Troll reporting for That's Park Place, and I'm surrounded by loving and adoring people who are peacefully trying to make sure that poor kids aren't cold in the winter. And just behind me, you can see a totally natural bonfire for baking cookies or making marshmallows.
Yeah, so, Wilson, we're really appreciate the effort and stuff, but we're looking for real and, accurate news reporting on that Park Place.
So not like most news outlets, huh?
No.